So now, string the racket. Just feed one end, the other end, pass it through. Look for the other end of the string. Push it in. Sometimes you get some really fat edges, so all you gotta do is trim it. And it's easier to put in. You gotta be really careful with poly, because polys tend to kink. And when they kink, they're practically gone, because they're just gonna break there. So what I'm doing now is I'm holding the two ends together, so to assure I'm getting the halfway mark. So just pull them. Be very careful. Don't pull too much. Alright. There you go. Now since I started here, my strings, the next weave I'm going to do is going to start there also. So I'm going to clamp it. You're going to leave about another clamp space so that when you pull the other string, it's going to fit. There. It's pretty tight because very thin strings. Now we're just going to feed this through. Now these strings are hexagonal in profile, so they're pretty nifty. Alright, now I've decided tension. So to set the tension, you just unscrew this, pull it to your desired level. I'm going to be doing 57 on the mains today. I'm just going to lock it there. 57. Make sure. I always set it here, so it's much easier. Oh, but since we're doing it on poly, you'd want to try to start from this angle, because polys don't stretch. So what I'm going to do, I'll just loop it, grip, and it'll pull tension. Now for this specific machine, it's got a clutch, so it's just going to ratchet back. So you just hold it, lift the thing back up a few clicks, let it drop. It's going to pull tension. It's still not horizontal. Hold it, lift it up, not yet horizontal. One more, another time. That's about it. Horizontal. Okay. Then we take the clamp, feed it there, make sure it's all the way to the edge, and clamp. And let go. Now we do this end. So it's about tight. One click. There. Hold it. Click. That should do. So we're going to do all this. Continue weaving, make sure it doesn't kink. Pull tension. Horizontal. So now when I come to the part where I'm supposed to skip holes, so I've strung 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm supposed to skip 7th. 7th of the throat and 7 of the head. So that's 7H, 7T. It's horizontal. Clamp. Same with the other side. Okay, so we've strung the 8th. We're also supposed to skip 9T, 9H, and 9T. So this is the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the 8th side. This is 16 main racket, so we're going to do 8 per side. I usually up the tension by, say, 5 pounds to pull the last main. Just to make it tighter. Push the grommet back in. That's about it. Alright. Clamp it tight. And now for the knots. This one, you're supposed to feed it here. I'm feeding it back to the main next to it. So you're going to put that hole. That hole, you'll notice in the grommet, is bigger. So that's where you're really supposed to put your knot string. So this is what I like about a drop weight. You can tie it here, and then use it to pull the tension. Pull the knot. It shouldn't break. Okay, it's good. Then you unlock it, and then you clip it off. Nice and clean. Now for the next one. Feed the same hole. Tension. Pass it through that hole. Do your knot. Oops. you gotta be careful when you do that. Sometimes you might break the string, so it takes a bit of practice. Although you can use a different kind of pliers, the one with the curved edge. That's what most of the stringers use. Okay, nice and tight. Unlock.